lot of people think, oh, you're in your 30s, testosterone's probably still where it should be. Oftentimes it's not. You know, we have guys at Game Day Men's Health in their 20s that come in.
What do I see when I look into a lion's eye? You tell me.
There we go.
That's better.
Bro, I'm not good with technology, so when shit goes south, I'm fucked.
So who edits your shit, or no one, or how do you put it up?
I just edit it super quick in this app called UCut that I have, and I throw it up. That's about the extent of my tech.
I was gonna say I'm bad at this shit too, bro. We're too old for this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just finishing up and making a meal real quick.
Oh yeah, take your time.
Don't dance anymore. I can't even see the rest of it.
It says, Chris, I don't dance when I pose, Pantano.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
What's happening, man?
What's going on?
Just got done training.
You look like you got some good energy today, brother.
I do. I got good energy. So I had a high day yesterday, a low day today, and 2 high days Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. I'm all smiles.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. How's your training going?
Dude, it is going fucking nuts now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm growing. I'm like mid 240s, like 244 to 246 as of late. Food just recently got increased a decent amount. And strength now is just like climbing. So, yeah, definitely hitting.
Hey, long time no see. What's up, Sean?
Small guy in the house.
Sean, what's up, man?
What's going on, my friends? It's nice to be part of the team again.
Yeah. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw it on Instagram. Did you see that gas station?
Yeah,
That
so
like
I did. I shared it with my son. He said he found out somebody threw a lit cigarette and set something off.
so I'm wondering if that's not the case, because that's the gas station that's 2 minutes from my house, and
Yeah.
I always go to that. And the last few weeks I've gone. At one point, I like put my card in, and it just wouldn't pump the gas, and it kept saying error codes. Then I went back days later, and there was like bags all over the pumps. Then there was one time I went in there and some kid was like, hey, just get away from the pumps as far as you can. Like, I wouldn't get gas there anymore for a little while. And I'm just looking at him like, okay. And then I went there the other day to grab a Celsius, and like 75-80% of the pumps had bags on them. And then 3 days ago is when all this stuff went off.
Jesus.
Dang. Did you guys at a gas station blow up or catch fire or something?
Like all those little like things that hang down. I don't know what they're called. They released the gas that basically puts out fires. Like all those got triggered the other day.
Oh.
So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone like threw a cigarette butt, but I mean, I don't know how that could possibly trigger all that. You know.
Yeah. It's my 18-year-old son. I don't know where he gets this info from, but again, Chris, you and I live a couple of times away from each other. So my son said he goes there all the time, but I'm like, well, not anymore.
Yeah.
What topic do you guys want to kick it off with tonight? We got a bunch.
So, Mike, how many weeks out are you? 6 weeks, 4 days, 32 minutes, 12 seconds, or what?
What does everybody say? I'm officially 5 weeks and 4 days out.
Bro, how flat are you right now? Are you flat, or are you like a little flat, or like?
I had a big refeed on Sunday, so I'm a little flat, but not terrible.
I'm just being a smart ass. I'm as flat as a pancake right now. Like, no shit.
Yeah, you're supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
Mike, start the trend when people ask or start posting, instead of putting times, put meals. They're like, I'm 122 meals out.
Hell yeah.
Start fucking with people.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm 76 cardio sessions away.
I do count leg days though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do that.
Count leg days down. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's start it off with What did I write?
Is Luke joining? Do we want to start with the dancing fool or wait for Luke or talk maybe about the Olympia qualifications?
We'll wait for Luke for the dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start with Olympia qualification. That's a good one.
Yeah, because I think I read too. There's like 7 more pro show qualifiers. Obviously, yours being one of them, Mike. So
Yeah.
if you do the math, that's probably going to add at least minimally probably 5 more people that aren't already qualified, because everyone that's qualified is already kind of done. So we could be in like the 20s for people stepping on the open stage.
Well, I know Portugal has next weekend has Nexilla and Nathan. So if Nexilla wins, then he takes away the qualification, which could be possible.
That's what I was going to piggyback on that, Nate. There's a lot of pros with these, since there are more shows, but a lot of these shows are closer together, and the prize money has been increasing across a lot of these shows. So there's people that are like, well, I already competed this show. I can just maintain and try to get a little better, pick up some prize money, and then it's just a strategic move. You're taking away someone else's Olympia qualification.
Regan said he might do France too, which is like 3 weeks before Olympia. So if he wins that, that's another Olympia qualification he's taking away. Then Tampa and Texas, a lot of the same guys are doing that. So it's like whoever wins Tampa, might go on to Texas.
Yep.
And win that.
If Nathan wins, he can't come anyway.
Yeah, he's not going to come. He's going to make excuses of like why he's not going to come anyways.
Yeah.
They're not going to place any higher than 10th anyways, so I'm not going to go. Waste my money.
If you guys were betting men, do you think Hottie's going to be able to show up with all the craziness? I mean, we still got 3 months away or 2 months, but
I don't know.
I know they had that whole ceasefire thing from all the political stuff. Who knows? If things calm down and there's some sort of resolution made, then I'm sure he'll be able to get over here. But I mean, who knows?
I think the big thing, everyone wants to see Beck Ruse, and he's another wild card.
Yeah.
I don't think he's coming definitely because he's never been. And someone said he used to be like this a while ago, but I heard he was part of like an Iran army. Like, I don't think he has any choice, but like I think he was like at one point like military. So I don't know how that looks.
That won't help his cause.
Right.
But I think in most other countries, some people are mandated to go to the military. Like you don't even have a choice. So that
I don't think the U.S. cares about that.
A lot of countries, it's like once you turn 18, it's like 4 years military. Like
imagine that. Imagine that, though. So I like to think of stuff like that. So my dad was in the military, and I'm definitely thankful for all of our men and women who serve in the military. But I graduated 9/11, and I did not want to be sent anywhere, go to any war. And one thing for me too, when that happened, my dad was in the reserve. He got reported back to active duty and sent overseas, and he missed my graduation. And that did not sit well with me. I did not like that. And of course, when you young, you 18, you don't understand stuff. I'm like, yo, you can't tell him to just wait. He like, no, it don't work like that in the military. He said, he talked to his superiors to see if it was possible if he could get a later delay, but it was, at that time, if you guys remember, it was on and popping once that happened.
Some of these younger kids might be a little bit more humble, that's for sure, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I was like, I got friends and family that was in the military. I know people that still struggle with PTSD. Like that's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't imagine knowing when I graduate high school, if I lived in another country, I gotta go into the military. Like you don't even have a choice to be like, nah, like, and I would have been one of them scared ass fucking people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you would, Dougie. I think you'd be raised to just already understand that from birth. So by the time like it came for you to join the army, you'd just be like, I'm going, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have no choice, I would have had to shape up. But at the same time, like mentally, you know what I mean? Like, mentally, I would have been checked out. Like this is, you hear some of the things that some people go through, you know what I'm saying? And, I have a cousin who does not like making new friends, and it stems from her trauma in the military. You know what I'm saying? Because when she made a new friend, somehow they got killed. You know what I'm saying? So she don't like making friends with people because of that. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, certain things we see on TV, it's different being in it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could not imagine. And that's why I have so much respect for people that, you know, serve the country like that. Because I couldn't imagine, you know, I couldn't imagine. I don't even want to even imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like, couldn't.
I wonder if in those countries where it's like mandatory like that, I wouldn't think that makes a better, you know, service person, somebody who may not willingly want to go in, but has to, you know, mandated to do 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is, versus the person who volunteers themselves or chooses to go. I would think that's a lot more motivated person to do whatever duties you got to do versus the person who just has to do it.
Yeah. Because anytime I meet a woman that went to the Marines, I know she's a badass.
Yep.
You understand? Like, you don't even gotta say it. You're different mentally. You're different. You know what I'm saying? Because and I always said if I went into the military, I would go into the Air Force. And no shame in my game, because I don't want to be in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of them people that want to be in the fight. You know, leave me on base. You know what I'm saying?
On the front of the line, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have a lot of respect for Army Rangers, Navy SEALs, like people who sign up for that shit. You're mentally different.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and thank God for people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the reason why we're able to, you know, live in the country that we live in and be able to have the freedoms that we have, you know, because
you mean, Doug, you're a bodybuilder, you're not going to war every day on your prep, son?
You're not like a lone wolf or the weight assassin, the gym assassin.
No, we choose to do the things that we do, you know what I'm saying? And we're not physically in combat, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, hell no. You know.
But guys, let's look at the big picture here of this. Dougie with a crew top.
Yeah, they make you cut your hair, bro.
Yeah, they definitely would make me cut my hair. You know, the last time I cut my hair, that's why I grew it back. I don't got a cool shaped head. I look funny.
Me either. The other night,
I'd have to lose my beard anyways. So then,
yeah.
The other night, Shay was like,
"You guys, Seth cut his beard off." Every year when he does it, I be like, "Dude, he looks so funny when he cuts his beard off." I was talking to him on Friday before I went to Indiana. He had me cracking up, man. I love him, man. He's such a funny guy, man. Really, really down to earth.
I'm at the point in prep where personal grooming is an all-time low. The beard's crazy.
I know that feeling.
The hairline, I haven't got a haircut in like 2.5
You don't even care about it.
I don't care.
You want to hear some weird shit? So, because I'm so heavy right now, I don't even trim my calves. I go up down to like my quads and my knees. I can't bend down that far.
Yeah, that's a struggle. People don't understand when you sweat to put on your socks, or you're making life decisions to put your shoes on. Shit is real.
Yeah, for sure.
Crocs and slip-ons are in full force for you guys, aren't they?
100%.
Dude, I told myself I would never buy a pair of Crocs in my life. And then I remember when I was dieting in 2023, I just was so tired and fatigued. I just didn't want to tie my shoes. So I'm going to buy a pair of Crocs. And what's
the same way.
Yeah, but you
I thought they were the ugliest shoes in the world. I swear to God. That's how I ended up in a pair, because my son was like, we were at an outlet. There's a Crocs store. He's like, Dad, he loves Crocs. He's like, Dad,
it's comfortable, man.
I want to get man, listen, I took a pair down with the fur in it. I put my foot in it. I said, oh, give me these. I said, give me these right now. I didn't care what they looked like. My foot was so comfortable. I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it.
Doug, the last year in prep, that was the leanest I'd ever been. And I dieted all the fat off my feet, and I've got flat feet, like no arch at all. The Crocs were the only thing that didn't hurt my feet. I did fasted cardio in Crocs the entire prep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Dude.
there was a point. There was a point when I said like I have to put regular ass shoes on to go to the grocery store. Now, now I go to the grocery store in slides. Like I do not give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'll even go to like Walmart when it's raining out. I'll have my Crocs on with no socks, and I'm just like,
It's
fuck it.
raining right now. I got my Crocs on. I don't give a shit.
Chris, now all the 145-pound broccoli heads to work out on cage wearing Crocs are gonna be like, I'm in prep, dude. I got no arch because you just said it.
I would know. Here's the thing: I would never lift in Crocs. I only did fasted cardio in Crocs, and that was it. I never wore them to the gym any other time.
Yeah. I wear them.
You ain't never gonna see me in slides in the goddamn gym.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you'll see me. My coach will train fucking barefoot. He got hobbit feet. That's where this motherfucker can grab fucking anything with his toes. I'd be like, bro, you are fucking. He's a savage. He's just one of them fucking people. You ever see that dude? There's a dude that plays for the Rams. He does not wear shoes. The only time he wears shoes is if he goes somewhere and they make him put them on, or when he's playing football, he puts his spikes on. Literally, that's how he functions with, and he will walk around with a pair just in case, you know, because if you go to some establishments, they be like, oh no, bro, you got to put some shoes on. You know,
Dude's wearing a suit and just walking in barefoot.
Yeah, that's how he lives his life. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it.
I did that as a kid. I never wore anything like on my feet when I was a kid. Even when it was in the summer, I would walk up and down my driveway on the hot pavement because I was like, I'm going to build up some strength in my feet because I was always doing a lot of martial arts. So I'm just like, I want to just toughen these things up.
I mean,
Man, Luke is throwing down right now. Dude, he is fucking that shit up. That shit must be.
Bro, I'm hungry as hell already, bro.
That's good.
He's getting some hunger now.
What you eating? What you got? What you got?
It's just 8 ounces of turkey. I only have my rest days. My carbs are cut in half, so this meal is usually 300 grams of rice, but it's 150 today. And then
so you're definitely wolfing that thing down.
Oh, this is easy, bro.
Are you at that point when you finish your food, you're mad as hell because you're still hungry and you gotta wait?
No, I'm comfortable right now, but yesterday, Blue dropped my food a little bit more, so it's probably gonna start to happen soon. But I'm still eating a lot, bro. Like I'm still.
When I get to that point when I'm like I'm done and I'm like I'm still fucking.
Yeah,
I feel like, oh my god.
Yeah, bro. That shit will hit me pretty early though. Like I'll be feeling like that by 10 weeks out. For sure.
That's usually when I start to feel it too.
Yeah.
So wait, Blue dropped you down what, like 5,800 calories now?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's pretty close to it.
Why do you guys think this conversation for invitation to the Olympia is even a thing?
That's the most retarded thing I've ever seen, bro.
Well, I think because of the classic and men's physique, because there's so many numbers, but not open. That doesn't make any sense. Like, there's only so much.
Also, it's just asking for like social media fucking clout chasers. It's just gonna be corruption.
And I do agree with Nate. Listen, between bikini, classic physique, and men's physique, there's just too many fucking shows.
Right? There's a lot. Yeah.
Well, just limit the
shows. Wellness too. Wellness has a shitload of
Yeah.
shows now as well.
Yeah, too many. You know what I mean? It's like, if anything, I would like for them to add some more 212 shows and some more open shows. You know what I'm saying?
Be an 8 or 2, but like, dude, sometimes you look at these classic physique guys that win a show, and you're like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
he's a fucking Olympian now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stupid. They just need to limit the number of shows or make like certain shows. If you win it, like that counts.
You just win it.
Maybe they could do points or
like
something.
everyone don't gotta be a qualifier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The problem with that though is from a business standpoint.
Oh, of course.
If it's not a qualifier, the bigger named athletes that haven't qualified yet aren't going to go. Like they're not going to waste their time, put their body through all that stress just to win a trophy. It's like almost.
That's why the competitiveness.
You don't qualify for the Olympia.
Maybe
that's why
like
the competitiveness I feel like kind of goes away. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the shit talk like the shit talk between Nathan and Bonak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we've gotten away from being competitive and it still being a good sport. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's about money, of course, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's starting to become like too many gimmicks in the popularity contest. Like, let these guys battle out and show who has the best body. And it's okay to be competitive. Like I would look at it like this, because they tier the shows. Like, all the tier ones should be qualifiers and maybe a couple of tier twos. But to do the motherfucking, I don't know, West Bumfuck show, it shouldn't count. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
I
could
thought
win it, you could win some money. You know what I'm saying? But some of the divisions just be having too many people.
I thought they got rid of the tiered show system when they got rid of the points, because that was the whole point of the tiered shows. Like, this is a tier 1 show or whatever. Like, you get this many points if you
They probably did, but I mean, like, you're certain, like of certain shows, are,
yeah, like New York Pro, Texas Pro,
Tampa, Dubai, those big shows.
Bro, they should put like a point system back in for Classic then, I think. Because if you're saying like a certain show isn't an Olympia qualifier, but it gets you X amount of points, you're still going to get people showing up, because they'll be like, oh, the top guys aren't going to be there. So
They
I'll
literally
rack
have
some points
a
up.
pro show in Alabama that I've never even heard of. You know what I mean? Like, I only heard of it because
there's classic pro shows every fucking weekend, multiple in all over the place.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All you got to do is win one, and you're like, dude, it's not. I don't know, like nothing that involves 60 people is like prestigious.
Right. It takes away from that prestige for sure. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's exactly why you definitely don't want the invitation then.
Yeah.
100%.
And the whole point of the Olympia is that, like, you earned your fucking place on that stage.
Yeah.
You put the time in, you beat good people, you won a show.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with what you can offer them. It just has to do with your physique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can be someone that has 5 million followers, or you can be some guy who don't even got Instagram. But if you show up and smack somebody around, like, you're going to be an Olympian bodybuilder. You know what I mean? As you should be.
I don't get why this conversation came to Men's Open. Like, Chris Cormier is really riding this, like, he really wants this invitational thing. And I understand for like Classic in Men's Physique, because you get 60 competitors.
In Open, it makes no sense.
Open, it definitely makes no sense. Yeah, that makes no sense.
We don't have that. We only had that problem. We only had that problem 1 year.
Yeah.
That like post-COVID year where there was like 30 guys or some shit because the shows were weird. Bro, it like there are good bodybuilders every year that aren't at the Olympia.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like Olympian level bodybuilders that aren't competing at the Olympia. So in Open, it's not that issue.
Yeah, I agree.
But
to pivot, Luke made a little post about posing and dancing. You want to expand on? Homie,
I can't, man. I don't even know where to start, bro. There's so many different there's so many ways you could go approach this. But first of all, like honestly,
find the video.
Huh?
Let me see if I can find the video.
It's all over.
What video are you talking about?
Dude's playing Dance Revolution in front of the judge.
Fucking cocksucker having a party.
And he's doing terrible.
The problem is, I think, like, that now, like, I think they know it's going to go viral. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they do it. But, bro, it's a slap in the fucking face. And like I said yesterday on my story, bro, like, people already think this shit is like, dude, all my guys who don't bodybuild, like my friends, they think this shit is super gay.
That is a fact.
And so then when they see that shit, they're like, bro, this is your people? And I'm like,
that is a
no. I'm like, no, sir.
I've gotten male stripper vibes.
Yes, dude.
100%.
I had one of the reasons I posted that on my story was because I had one of my like gay fans in my DMs saying like, bro, I'm super gay and even this shit is gay. Like, and I was like, all right, so it's cool for me to say this. But like, dude, he didn't hit one pose.
Yeah.
Like, I watched that men's physique.
That
like,
video is so
whatever his name
crazy.
is.
Yeah,
Bro,
he did a dance routine at a
Dude, like-
bodybuilding competition.
That's
Guys,
why
I'm
I
not
said
gonna-
that.
When
not
I
looking
saw this and I found out that this guy was a pro,
Mm-hmm.
I was even more infuriated
Yeah.
by it.
So
Oh my God.
what's the one bodybuilder's name who was really good at Melvin Anthony?
Melvin, there was marvelous Melvin Anthony who would
there are
dance.
certain there are ways to be creative and incorporate dance movements because Kai Green was good at it too. But just like you say, Luke, I agree with you. If I'm a judge, I'm looking right at the motherfucking DJ and I'm saying, cut that fucking music.
Yeah.
It's done. Automatic. If I'm a
Yeah.
judge, I'm stopping that shit because you're making a mockery of the sport.
Yep.
You're not hitting any poses. Now, if you're hitting poses in between
that's the biggest thing.
I really want to know what Steve would have said if he judged this, because I know he didn't judge it. He was at Garden States. But
yeah, if I'm a judge, I'm immediately telling the DJ to cut the music.
I can picture Stevie like competitor number 43. That's enough. You're done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. What's super weird, bro, is like you can hear the audio, and no one's even getting lit to it either. It's dead silent in there, and he's just like having a party by himself, bro. He's not even a good dancer, bro. He's not even like.
And you're so right,
bro. It's the whole thing is a fucking joke, and like the thing about Melvin Anthony or like Terrence Ruffin or these like world-class posers, bro. Posing is like it's choreographed to music.
Yes.
You have to have rhythm. You have to have flow. That's what.
Can we look at the big picture though? The guy still looks like he's 8 weeks out. I mean, aside from that.
Yeah, I mean, that's even worse.
He'll probably say it was the lighting.
Well, they messed up his tan.
Wait.
So look, and that brings me to my next point, right? Because I'm sure if y'all seen that, y'all seen Sean T.
Yeah.
And I just feel like because he's popular and he's got 1 million fucking followers, everybody's like, yeah, like everybody likes that shit. But it's like, bruh, if you want to add some type of dance shit to your routine, go back to classic physique and do that shit there. Don't do that. I wonder if he had a posing coach or his coach. Because if anybody allows that shit, I blame you. Because if I'm working with him, I'm saying, bro, don't do that. Don't do that on stage.
Well, he's a pro. He should know better to begin with. So, you know.
And it's just, to me, this stuff makes me disinterested in the sport. Because it's like, what standard is there? Are we bodybuilders? Or are we gay fucking, and I have nothing against the gay community. I don't care what you do in your bedroom, your personal space. But that type of shit is uncalled for, and I feel like it's really disrespectful to the sport.
Well, bro,
like
it is.
That you will go up there and do that and not do any kind of pose. And then for the judges to just sit there and allow that. I would not watch that as a judge. I'm not.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to see it, I highly suggest going and check out the video because I don't think I watched that whole motherfucker through once. That is the funniest, does not belong on a bodybuilding stage.
Bro, that man he didn't even like flex one muscle.
One time.
Not even to mention like him dance around is like he had horrible ab control.
Bro, he wasn't even a good dancer, bro. He wasn't even a good dancer.
Imagine telling your coach, I'm gonna do a dance routine. Like, imagine that. If he has a coach, I wonder who the fuck it is. Because I would have said, in no way, shape, or form do you go on that stage and represent me and do that.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not. I would tell everybody I did not help you.
Yeah.
I did not fucking help him. I don't know.
Well, that's what I said. I said on my story, I was like, bro, I don't want to be, and his coach obviously probably feels the same way. I don't want to be associated with this shit at all.
Nah.
Like, don't loop me into being like, this ain't my people. Like, this is not
Facts.
what I
Us
do.
bodybuilders don't
Facts.
claim you, bro.
Facts.
This is not what I do.
Because I'm sure y'all have probably gotten this before. Some of your friends see that and they send it to you like, so this
Oh,
what y'all be
yeah,
doing?
bro.
And it's like,
Yeah.
no, that is not what the fuck we be
Yeah.
doing. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Guys,
my
I thought he was a
God.
guest poser. I quickly looked and thought he was guest
Yeah.
posing because he was so out of shape. I was like, who's this guest poser? But they
Yeah.
were like, oh
Magic
shit.
Mike over here.
It's ridiculous.
He's up
and
there. And
it's-
he's like, I'm a part-time stripper and I do hair. like, come on, man.
And what's sad is we live in this generation now where everybody wants to be accepted. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, there are people justifying this shit.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like, bro, I hate that shit, bro.
Like,
Like everything's
it.
okay. Like, you can do whatever you want. It's your time
Bro.
on stage. No, you can't, bro.
Bro.
Oh, you can, but there should be consequences for your actions.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You're gonna pay us $1,000 prize money, not the other way
Yeah.
around.
You owe us money.
Yeah, for watching that.
So you're saying he was a pro too?
He was. I sent Luke his page. I found his Instagram. I sent.
So
Luke
he's got to be a comedian or something. Like,
No, he's just a loser. He's just a loser.
no, I think maybe a jester.
Yeah, he's just a
he's
fucking
got to
loser.
be something, bro. Like, I mean,
No, he didn't even have like Chris sent me his page. He has like what, like a couple thousand followers.
I think he had
he's
like
not-
50. I think he had 55K.
Oh, did he? Well, he probably honestly he probably popped off from this fucking video.
yeah, I was about to say he went viral.
Yeah, he probably just got 50,000 followers in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Probably an expert level choreographer for posing routines. He's like
Yeah,
that guy.
he's gonna start a
Sparky
business,
from,
bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like, and that's the crazy part. This is the thing. Like, people be trying to do shit to go viral, to be. I always say, if your dollars should try to match your followers, not the other way around.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, Muggs is out here trying to get followers and shit, not paying attention to their dollars. That shit don't make no sense. You want to go viral, but what the fuck? Does that pay you? Is that giving you any money?
Nah, but the thing is like that Sean T dude, the men's physique guy, right? Like, that was for me cringy as hell to watch, but like that's kind of his thing, I guess, right? Like, that's his personality. I guess that's kind of how he's very successful in his own right, and that's kind of how he made his name, whatever. I mean, I don't want it on a bodybuilding stage, but like, whatever, bro.
Yeah,
the dude, this bodybuilder fucking guy, right? He just went up there and just fucked around, like intentionally trying to go viral, bro.
Gyrating.
Like, just fucking around, like doing absolutely nothing on stage.
You can tell that man does not have childbearing hips.
No, bro.
Luke,
No
you gotta remember
shot.
that. Luke, there's 6 of us trashing this guy. He probably got thousands of DMs saying, "Great job, bro. You look
I know.
fantastic."
I'm sure he did, bro. I'm sure he did.
And you want to know what? Maybe the guys, and maybe he's a really nice guy. I'm sure he's probably.
He
a nice
might
guy.
even get a sponsor out of that shit.
Yeah, he's probably as funny as hell, but on that stage, I would consider him an asshole.
Yeah, it's really different. At the end of the day, like, it's funny and everything, whatever, talk shit, but like, it's actually like disrespectful as hell.
I'll go watch fucking Joe Coy if I want to see funny, not that shit. Okay, I mean, really.
It's no different than when somebody doesn't get in shape at all and steps on stage with a bunch of people who took 20 weeks to get inside out healed. It's the same thing. Same thing.
I wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
That's why, like they have those classes, the transformation classes, which is like absolutely for that. And you know what? Like, I actually don't care about that. I think that's pretty.
I
cool.
respect
like,
that.
They show you before picture.
Like that. Yeah,
you drop 200 pounds. Like, dude, awesome.
Yeah,
like, seriously,
that's
like that's hard to do.
Yeah, and that's different. I wouldn't put that in the bodybuilding category. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we see it all the time. Now it's one thing if you're just like your conditioning could be better. Then it's another thing when your gut's hanging over your posing trunks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you're still at 30% body fat with a tan on, thinking you doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't allow it. And if I was a judge, I would be asking questions like that. Like, should that be allowed? Because I'm gonna stop it. I would stop it.
Yeah.
I would stop that. Like,
especially at a pro show. or a national show. Like a local show, you're gonna get some chumps, you're gonna get some people that do whatever the fuck they want to do. But that was that's supposed to be the pinnacle of our sport, bro. That's professional. That is a professional bodybuilder.
Imagine if somebody did that on the Olympia stage.
Oh
Yeah,
my
crazy.
God.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah,
He's
fucking
not
Nick
having
Walker. Nick Walker walks out and starts skipping around like that, bro. Like what? No fucking way.
Or picture like a pro pulling a flag out of their trunks. Oh wait, that was already done. Never mind.
Man, I mean, I remember my first bodybuilding competition, they warned us in the back, and I thought it was like a joke, but I remember they warned us in the back that stripper thongs are not acceptable because I guess guys thought
really?
that was appropriate. And I'm like, what the fuck be like? Some people really lack common sense, like legit.
Wait,
I'm like,
I'm gonna be honest, bro. What is really the difference? I really don't know. That's a straight up question.
so
I'm assuming it'd be like a guy wearing a G-string.
No, it ain't just the G-string, but the stripper trunks have like a thing that looks like a dick that hangs down.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it, like a little pocket? So like you're
No,
stuck.
it's not a pocket. It's a fake.
The
Bro,
unit.
of course
their
some
head.
motherfuckers are trying to wear that. Look like they're packing shit on stage, bro.
No, it's not. No, it's on the outside of the trunks.
Oh, shit.
So when you shake and gyrate, it looks like you're.
Doug, how do you know someone stopped these?
Crazy.
You've never seen them?
No,
Yeah, no.
bro.
Oh, I've been to wrong shows, I
'Cause
guess.
I'm already thinking bodybuilding posing to like you can't get much less clothes.
No, male strippers wear those things. I know guys that have been male strippers. So guys have worn them, tried to wear them on a bodybuilding stage.
Actually, you know what, Doug? You're right, because I've had some friends that did the same thing, and it almost looks like it's very loose fitting there, so like it does flop around.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I can't lie. I did a male review night once. So
You did
I didn't wear no.
Wait,
I didn't wear no.
Wait,
I
you
didn't
went
wear-
to or you were part of?
No. I was part of.
Yeah, I don't
I didn't go-
judge.
I didn't go as a fan, Sean.
Hey, not anything wrong with that.
There's a lot of bodybuilders that have been strippers, so
Yeah. I've been asked, but I can't do it. I
Yeah.
just can't do it.
I think
I'd never do
I
it
think
again.
all of us have probably been asked a lot of things.
Yeah.
I know. So one of my first shows that I went to, I won't speak on who it was, one of my boys, but backstage he had like I don't even know what it was, like a little thing that he put in his trunks to make everything look a little bigger. Yeah.
A little
And he
more
was like, "Yo,"
robust.
he's like, "Yo, I got an extra one. You want to use it?" I was like, "Nah."
like,
That's actually
They have
so
those
funny.
they
What
have
about
those things. They have those things you can put in your trunks. So you
Yeah.
guys know Bo, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
bro.
Bo gets talked about a lot. That's my
Yeah.
guy. Shout out to Bo. But you can't act like you don't fucking notice that shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing he can do about it.
Exactly.
Nah.
So some people need the little cover package.
Yeah.
All
Bro,
I'm
which
picturing
is
is
crazy.
Ben
last-
Stiller in Dodgeball when he's like pumping up his crotch with like the air pump thing.
Bro, the last thing I'm thinking about when I'm backstage
Right.
getting on stage to compete is if I look loaded or not. Bro.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I've never thought about it either.
No.
That's crazy.
But there are people. So one of my posts on I posted it through Instagram, but it goes to my Facebook. It went viral on Facebook, and it only went viral because everybody said I didn't have a dick. I swear to God. I swear to God. I was getting fried in my comment section for months.
That's so
For
funny,
months. And I'm laughing at this shit because I'm like, I could respond back, but why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I'm not responding back to all of these people. They already got it in their mind. They made up, and I know who I am. This shit didn't really bother me. But it was funny because it went viral literally for that reason. Like, somebody said I had a dussy.
A what? Wait, a what?
I swear to God, I thought that shit was hilarious. I fucking died.
What was the term?
Dussy. D-U-S-S-Y.
The combination of both organs.
Oh my
I
god!
couldn't lie. I said that was the most creative, funniest shit I heard. Like I couldn't even be mad. Like that shit was hilarious. But people do look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess normal people
do
probably do. Yeah.
Man, my wife has DM'd me a couple times like, "Oh, take that down or cover that up."
I've gotten that
like,
before, bro.
I ain't even looking at that.
I've gotten that plenty of times before.
Honestly, like I purposely like try to like hide it because I don't want people to look at my fucking cock and balls.
Yeah.
I want to see my physique and my legs. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you take a picture and you're like, oh, that's like too much, so I'm not even gonna be able to post that type thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, imagine like how much it sucks to be Bo, bro. Like this guy can't get no love on his physique. Just comments about
all that.
He's a world class bodybuilder, and nobody talks about it.
For sure. For sure.
And he's cool.
Derek Lunsford is known for his back, like fucking like Big Rami's known for his quads, and fucking this dude's known for his dick, bro.
He's known for his other leg.
Yeah, but people do look, you know what I'm saying? And I'm always careful, just like Nate, and I'm sure you guys, because you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so guys, what's your favorite beer and your favorite cigar here? Let's get back on target here.
Monster trucks and tits. Beer.
But you know what? I think people really like this because I'm sure you guys get questions about that. It's like you said, Luke, you know what I'm saying? Because my wife, she don't fucking play.
Yeah.
She be like, let that print hit the net. It's gonna be a problem. I be like,
that Dussy be all over.
Yeah, I be like, I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke.
Oh my god!
Because people be thinking we be thirst trapping.
Right.
Now some people do.
I've gotten accused of that several times.
Some people do, but it ain't all of us.
Yeah.
Well, y'all remember the dudes that are suspect, and they like you can tell they like purposely do that shit, and you're like, dude, that's whack. Like,
for sure.
There was one kid.
He got roasted right by Justin O'Donnell. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yes, bro. Yes. What was that, bro? What was that kid's name? He used to edit all his pictures too, and he would like fluff his shit up every time. And Justin used to call him out.
Yeah.
I can't remember his fucking name.
It was like
Weirdo, bro.
Physique, right?
Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
Bro, do you guys remember the first time you went and got like spray tanned at a big show?
I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Yeah.
You went back there and have to do like, let's just keep it real. For your first time, it's weird walking back there with like 30 other grown ass men naked. And let's keep it 100. There are some guys back there that I've been back there and seen some guys bricked up. I don't know what's going on and how but like
I try not to look, bro.
Yeah,
I have never seen that.
Oh,
I thank fucking God.
Yeah, I try not to look at anybody. I don't even like people talking to me when I'm pissing.
Bro,
or you know what I'm saying? Or I'm like, I just got out the shower and I'm wiping my balls. Like, bro, we don't need to be talking right now.
For sure.
I've talked to dudes while waiting to dry off. You're naked. You got like the sock over your shit or whatever. And I'd be talking to people that are just drying off, and then like I'll see their eyes kind of go down, and I'm like, dude.
I'll tell you what, I've never glanced like that, but I've stared at a lot of dudes' ass cheeks trying to see if they're in shape, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Way too many ass cheeks.
Okay, so you're complaining about dancing, and now you're checking out the competition's booty.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's okay because I've done the same thing. I'm like, oh, that guy's soft.
Yeah. Like I got him.
Some guys, because I've experienced this, don't wear the sock. In my second competition, I'll never forget it. The one girl, as soon as I come up, she's like, all right, I've been here all day looking at dicks. You don't have to wear a sock if you don't want to. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Well, I have friends who never wear a sock.
Yeah, I put them on.
I can't. Bro, the first time That was what I was talking to my buddy about. It was the first show I ever did, and I was getting sprayed, and like it like hit me, bro. I had like a moment where I was like, "What am I doing?" It was a gay guy spraying me, and he was like on the ground in between my legs, like spraying up, and I was like, "Dude, I paid money for this shit, bro. What the fuck am I doing?"
I've
And he's
never
doing it
had
for
nobody
free.
get on the ground.
Yeah, I've never had nobody.
I've never had nobody get on
Bro,
the
he
ground.
was like on his like, bro, like
Yeah, he was checking
between
you
my
out, bro.
legs.
He was checking you out.
I was like, "Yo, what are we
Actually,
doing?"
all the protein girls have always tanned me. Like whenever I have to turn around, like they're always like crouching down. They're like, okay, like spread your legs and kind of arch forward, and then you get the protein like up your ass.
Oh yeah, bro, you be holding the craziest poses and positions. Man.
It is very awkward. You know what else is awkward? When someone wants you to take a picture of them naked from the back.
Yeah, like you don't even know them. Like, yo, bro, get a picture of me hitting like a back double. I'm like,
hey
no.
man, there was a couple Brazilians at the New York and the Pittsburgh. They're like, yo, they can't even speak English, but I know what they want. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, Ashton was telling me like when the girls are getting backstage tan, it's just like snatch out.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Mike, do you want to make a disclaimer that Talkin Mess podcast supports the LGBTQ here or what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're allies.
Yeah, I don't judge. I don't judge at all. I might have my thoughts and opinions, but I don't.
Yeah, I know who I am, but I ain't judge nobody else, man.
Yeah, I ain't perfect. Yeah, I ain't perfect.
Oh, so wait, again, to recap, bodybuilding, you send each other naked pictures to compare. You get naked in front of strangers.
It's actually funny. Sometimes, like when I'm in prep or getting close to a show, I might send Blue like a picture of like my glutes like striated, and he'll just respond and be like, "Ha, gay." I'm like, bro. I'm like, you're supposed to tell me I'm shredded or something, bro.
That is hilarious.
I'm supposed to get a
bro. It was
this or something.
Luke, it was almost as good as you with the pearl necklace last night. I'm like,
I saw that too, Brendan. I was
talking about all
like,
this gayness, and he's wearing a pearl necklace. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. I missed the pearl necklace.
I was fucking dying, dude.
Bro, I was watching it back. I was like, I'm really wearing that while I'm saying all this, bro.
And you get a dangly earring too, bud.
I still got this other thing.
Yeah.
I was dying, dude.
I own it, bro. Whatever.
Hey, I got a couple of them
suits you,
pictures
Luke.
of myself, but I've never posted
awesome.
them. I be too scared to post shit like that because I do feel like that's kind of like that's borderline.
The naked shit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I'll send it to Blue, hoping he gives me like a refeed or something.
Yeah, I sent it to my coach.
He'll just call me gay instead.
Yeah. But you know, some people post that shit.
You know it ain't happening.
Yeah, bro.
I won't lie. I posted a naked booty picture online, but my booty was peeled out of my mind.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, if you're gonna do it, you better be fucking shredded.
Yeah, you better be shredded.
You got to be peeled out of your.
You can't be posting booty pictures.
Bro, you have to be so peeled that people's first thought is, "Whoa, he's shredded." Not what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Wait, okay, which is worse? Someone posting a peeled glute picture, or have you seen those dudes with the little like G string from tanning? Like, have you seen those
I hate that.
That shit is
That's super.
Yeah,
gay.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
bro.
No, that's
because you can
that's
see it
gay.
like in their asshole, bro. It's like super gay.
For sure.
Yep. I mean, I've posted pictures of my ass before, not in shape, like off season, but my Ashton was standing next to me doing the same thing.
Well,
So his and hers.
Then like my boss sees it. My boss sees it. It's like, oh, great picture, man. Like making fun of me on conference calls. It's hilarious.
Did anybody watch Italy?
No, I didn't get to watch it, but I saw the Rubio guy won.
I watched a little bit, not like live. I saw like the replays of it.
I cannot fathom that fucking guy, bro. His legs, like every time I look at him, they look like tumors or something. Like they don't look
he can
right.
get some separation in his quads.
Bro, but he'll like have like his glutes will be like more or less in, and then his legs are just fucking blobs of fucking muscle, bro.
Just
They're
slabs.
just too big. They're just actually too big, which is
He
crazy.
looks like he's never had a deep tissue.
Yeah.
No.
DJ said they're 28 inches, whether that's true or not. On his podcast, his calves are 23. I don't know where he get that, but
There's no way his
Bro,
quads are
honestly,
28 because my quads measure bigger than that. So there's no way his is 28.
Bro, that guy should just wheelchair around everywhere and strictly train upper body.
Yeah.
He needs to stay off, no leg, nothing, like nothing.
Yeah, because if
Dude,
he
I would be
could, if he
surprised
could
if
get
it's like 38
separation,
or like 40.
if he could get separation in them quads, his legs would be fucking amazing.
They look great from the side shots.
Yeah.
He might be like the freakiest dude ever, if not top 3. Like as far as
because of his neck. The motherfucker's head and shoulders. He don't even got a fucking neck.
Yeah.
Have there been 2 like viral people with crazy necks, black guys with crazy necks?
No,
yeah, there was one dude that got arrested. He looked like a Goomba from Super Mario Brothers, the live action one.
But he wasn't big. He was little. His neck was just big.
Yeah. And then there was that one kid that had like this, like the Big Bird neck. Like his like neck was like this long, and it was like skinny.
Yeah. Remember the guy Jeff King from back in the day?
Oh yeah,
white guy. Yeah, he had a crazy neck.
Yeah, and then when he'd hit like that crab most muscular, it would like flare out even more.
Like that dinosaur from
Jurassic Park. That guy had like huge jaw, like jowls too, though.
Yeah.
Where would he chew a bumper off a car?
Where would Rubiel actually place the DO though? Would he even make top 10 or top 12?
No,
he's not.
First time, right?
What's that guy?
This will be his first time.
Yeah. That's if he shows up.
Yeah. They'll most likely
like Tony will probably have 8 or something.
Yeah.
You know, so like probably like 10th, 12th, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he can get his shoulders and arms to catch up to everything else, like he would, his arms especially.
On that front double, it's like his arms just so small compared to the rest of his body.
Well, bro, it's like his legs are so big; they're like wider than his clavicles almost. They're like it doesn't even. It's so fucking bizarre. But like, every time I watch him, like especially in video, like watching him walk, I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at, bro? Like I posted on my story, I was like, me and this guy, like we are not the same species, bro. He is not a human being. Like he's coming from some other fucking planet.
He's got like legs of a 25th century man. Like he's just like hundreds of years in the future of just evolutionary development on his legs.
Yeah.
The crazy part is his arms aren't even that bad. His legs are just so fucking big.
He's like disproportionate.
If you go to the lineup from Italy and like when they had like everyone lined up like 1 through 5 or whatever, and you just look at the legs and you go from like him to Presti to whoever else, bro, it's like he's like 3 times the size of. He's like you take all their legs, combine them, and you get fucking Rubio.
I'm curious to see what his legs would look like next to Ronnie Coleman in his prime, because Ronnie had huge friggin' legs, like from
he had separation. Anybody who has separation in their quads is going to beat him.
Yeah, I think Rubio, like size wise, is probably bigger, but yeah, he's just not. It's not as good.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like Nathan really missed out on that show.
Why didn't he do it?
He missed the deadline. Suppose he missed the deadline.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Man, he would have walked in, walked out with that, for sure.
Well, that was I understand like all his excuses. Like I love Nathan, honestly. I'm a big fan of him, and but okay, as a pro since last year, Tyler Manning made an announcement. This is the deadline for every show. It's online. This is when you sign up. So why didn't right after he finished Dubai, he just sign up for the show? He said he waited till he got off his airplane flight back home or something.
Yeah, he could have did that. He could have did that. Yeah, because when I signed up for the New York right after I did the Pittsburgh.
Right. Like, what do you I don't understand. And then he's gonna blame all these excuses and this and that. It's bro, and obviously we can talk about more about him crying about fucking Dubai, but that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, because I feel like you're right. It's one thing to we all think we're good, and we probably all, when we don't win, feel like our placing could be a little bit better. But let's be honest, and I tell people this: that's the difficult part about bodybuilding. You could flip a coin. The top 3 you can always pick.
Right.
It's all come down to personal preference of the judges and what they like. Because sometimes you'll have a judge that's like, oh, I like that look. It's a harder look. Or this one's got better conditioning. Well, his symmetry's better. You know, like there's no like criteria that's structured in place. You know, it's size, shape, symmetry, but
Everybody got a different pair of eyes, bro.
Well, there is criteria, but it's just all those different types of criteria, how they're put together that day on the show.
That's what I mean. Like it can change. You know what I'm saying?
I've said this. Yeah, I mean, you take any show. This opens up a whole nother conversation about bodybuilding and being a sport and all that shit. But like I played hockey my whole life. You score more goals than the other team, you win, right? Like you take the same 5 physiques on stage and you have 3 different judging panels, you might get 3 different, completely different places.
Facts.
Which is like a very fucked up concept to wrap your head around when you put in as much work as we do to this shit. But like there's clearly, I mean, there's cases where like there's no, you see somebody beat someone and there's really like no, how did that even happen, right? But 9 times out of 10, you can always justify it somehow. Like, oh, he was harder, he had better shape, he had this. It just comes down to preference. So like if you bitch and moan half the time, like you just got to get to a point where you're so good that like you're undeniable. Like that was kind of what William was saying in whatever that video that Nate you sent. Was like basically like, bro, just shut up and go back and get better, to the point where like you're so good that like they don't even have a choice but to put you in first.
Yeah.
But the crazy part too is like he's in the video he did on Muscle Discord, you know, he was like, they always put me in fourth. Always put me in fourth, bro. It's like, Nathan, you've won over 10 shows.
Yeah.
Like,
hasn't he won? He's won 16 shows, hasn't he?
Something like that. Like,
so that's what William said the same thing.
Give me a fucking break.
William said the same thing too. He was like, oh, you're getting on here and you're bitching and moaning about judges this, judges that. But when you win, they're good, right? The judges are good.
Yeah.
Because you've won plenty of shows. And we haven't heard anything after you win. So they're only bad when you lose.
Right.
Like it doesn't, you know what I mean? And like I'm a fan of Nathan too, but like, man, I hate fucking complainers like that.
Yeah.
Also too, it's very disrespectful, like when he was talking about Bonac and he's like, yeah, he's my friend, but like it wouldn't, like, let's say Mike beat me, I wouldn't be like, yeah, me and Mike are boys, but he has a wide waist and he's like out of shape. It's like, bro, well, not your friend, like you're talking shit about him. Like,
this was the thing. This was the thing that I least respected about it, was what William said too. Was like, William seems like a real dude. I've never met him.
He's super cool.
You guys have said he's like a good guy.
Super cool, bro.
But he seems like a real motherfucker. And he was like backstage. He was like, Nathan didn't have shit to say. He didn't say a fucking word. And then he gets online and it's fucking rah, 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 right? Which I hate that, bro. Like if you have something to say about me or you feel a certain type of way and I'm right there, say it to my face instead of going behind my back and yapping your mouth.
And why? And the other thing is too, is why are you talking shit when ultimately William didn't make that decision, Baruz didn't make that decision, the judging panel decided that, not anyone else. So why the fuck are you complaining about other guys? They're not the ones who fucking made that decision. The judges did.
Yeah,
so
that was like
they see something.
That was like when Sam Sulek won his pro card. Everyone was bitching about, oh, well, nobody showed up. It's like he just signed up for the fucking show. He didn't choose to
right. You can't blame him.
You know what I mean?
He just showed up and he looked his best.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, it's one thing to be competitive and be a good sport, and then to not be. You know what I'm saying? And
well, also,
I didn't know he said all of that stuff because I didn't watch the whole interview. But you know, you definitely can't like talk shit on somebody. If I talk shit on you, I don't like you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, that's what William said it on the podcast. He was like, he ain't my friend. He's like, he ain't my fucking friend. He said he did him dirty last year in Portugal, or I don't know where they were, something like that.
Yeah.
But he was like, nah, Nathan's a weak man. He's like, he ain't my friend.
Yeah.
You can tell a lot about a person too, you know, how they handle like loss. And my whole philosophy is, it's like, if you can win like a champion with dignity and class, you should be able to lose in the same fashion.
Amen.
Yeah, dude, I can understand being upset. Like I've talked about it on here before, like the New York State I lost in 2022, as I thought was a little bit of a funky call. I was pissed, but like I still shook the dude that beats me his hand. I didn't have a problem with him. You know what I mean? I wasn't out there like I was more mad at myself. I didn't think he was a great bodybuilder, no disrespect. But like I was like, I lost to him, I suck. Like that's what I was saying. I wasn't like, oh, this guy sucks, I'm the best. It was the other way around. And like, you just, I don't know, we all do the same shit, bro. You gotta have a mutual respect for the people that do this, whether they're good or not. You know what I mean? But I don't like people. I don't like people who bitch and moan, but I especially don't like people who are like two-faced like that. Like, I'll shake your hand, like, good job, William, and then fucking get online and be like, fucking William sucks. Fucking this.
I didn't post it on my Instagram yet, but I made a video about that on TikTok today. That shit grinds my gears because I've dealt with that my whole life. I hate people who don't like me but speak to me.
Yeah,
I respect people who don't like me and don't speak to me. Like, I respect that. You
bro,
know,
I've had so many
talk shit about me, but then what's up, bro? I fucking hate that. And
that's
once
annoying.
I know you don't like me and you try to do that to me, that's why people say I'm mean. I say respectfully, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I bet you it happens more to us because of the way we look. Like that's happened to me countless times. Or like I'll think somebody fucks with me or they like me or something. And then I'll see a screenshot of them talking shit, or I'll hear about so-and-so, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, what? I'm like, this fucking guy who's in my face sucking being my best friend every day? Right? So, like, then I'm just like, what, how does this guy move? Like, I think it happens because, like, when they're face-to-face with people who look like us, they're not going to get confrontational or try and, like, have no beef or nothing. They're just going to shake their hand.
I don't lose no sleep. I've had that happen to me before. I tried to speak to somebody and it was, okay, cool. I respect it. Now I know to stay away from you. I don't want to have a conversation because if we was cool like that, we would have had a conversation. So I leave it at that. And I'm the same way. Because if I fuck with you and you do some slimy shit, and if I really fuck with you, I'll have a conversation with you about it. If I don't, I just clip you.
Right.
That's actually how I became friends with Boston Lloyd. I met him in person. I tried to fight him. I tried to get him to come outside. He you know how he was and stuff. He was talking about one of my friends, like kind of singled him out for no reason. I go, dude, I'm going to see you in person. I'm going to punch you right in the face. And I saw him down in Connecticut and I was like, let's go outside. He's like, wait, you serious? I'm like, yeah, man, I ain't fooling around. And he's like, no, look, man. And he's like, let me talk to you. And then he told me like how he does things. I'm like, okay, you know what, man? We're cool. And then that was when I became friends with him. After that, I used to talk to him all the time. Great guy, very much misunderstood. But it's like, I'm not going to be the type of person that ever talks shit online directly about people like that.
And I hate to say it, but does Nathan know William's background? Like, he's not going to fucking take his shit, dude.
I don't know.
Like,
that's the dude you don't want to fuck with.
That's one dude you don't want to fuck with.
Listen, I can say that because he's a genuine person. So I can tell genuine people, and that's like me. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. If I don't, I don't. There's no gray area. You're either going to know either way. Because if I don't, I'm not speaking to you. You could be you could be in a group full of people that I fuck with. I will shake everybody else's hands but yours.
Bro, but I was having this conversation. I was having this conversation with my boy the other day. I much prefer that. Like, I much rather know where I stand with somebody than like be like, does this guy not like me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you don't fuck with me. I don't fucking care. Like, I'll keep my distance. I'll just move my own speed. But like, don't act like my friend or like whatever, and then go say some funny shit or do some funny shit. Just leave me the fuck alone, then.
It's just a level of being fake, and I just can't stand that. There's enough of that crap as it is.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need it in my life.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that.
Sean, you brought up an interesting topic in the group chat. Who do we think our mid-season MVPs are? That was it, right?
Yeah. I've got mine, but I hear everybody else.
I would have to say Derek.
Okay.
Derek.
Okay.
Again, it could be look at wins or look at consistency. I mean, I think Bonnick. I love Bonnick.
He won so far. He's won the two biggest shows this year.
MVP this year, I'd say Nick Walker.
That's who I was going to say. Yeah.
Okay.
That was exactly what I was going to say.
Because honestly, I feel like he won Pittsburgh, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion. And then he went into, and Mike, you saw it firsthand with me. He went into New York and fucking slammed the goddamn door shut on everybody.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
And I just like how Nick, people were writing Nick off like most people, like the internet trolls usually do. He just keeps his head down, keeps working, isn't unfazed by any of that crap. He showed up looking like just a total freak show, best he's ever looked, and he shut a lot of people up. Like I like that stuff.
It really depends. It really depends how you define MVP. Like Derek and Nick are the best two bodybuilders that have done shows, but like Sauce has like shown up left and right, bro. Like he pushed Andrew. The only show he did where he kind of slipped, I think, was New York. He took like 4th or something. But dude, he showed up. I mean, what did he do? 5 shows? 6 shows?
6 shows.
Six.
And he basically got 1st or 2nd in every one of them other than New York, and he pushed like top 5 guys.
That's definitely a good argument there.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's after taking a couple of years off.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 years or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Sass or Bonac was going to be my choice. Bonac, same type of boat, right? Like,
yeah.
Bonac's come back. He looks better than he has in years. He's been consistent as fuck. 2nd, 3rd, winning shows.
I feel like there's somebody we're missing.
He was talking retirement a couple of years ago, and I don't know what changed his mind, but I felt like he's found the fountain of youth a little bit.
Yeah,
Sean, who was yours?
Bonac.
Bonac.
Yeah.
Nate, what about yours, Nate?
Honestly, just as an open pro guy, like fighting to climb the ranks, dude, Sauce is like super motivational, man, because he just up. He's an underdog, you know, like he beat Regan after Regan beat him and wasn't scared to go after him again. And man, that's
dude,
just
he hasn't, and after the Nathan conversation too, bro, he just kept taking his licks, bro, and he just kept showing up. He didn't say
after all these years, he's never actually won a pro show. This is the first pro show in Toronto. So that's like, this dude just didn't give up.
And listen, and please tell everyone how hard it is to just win one fucking show.
Dude,
because that's what you hit the nail on the head, Nate. Swear to God. You know what? When I won my pro card, Seth pulled me in his office. He had a conversation with me. He said, you could do something with this card or not. Because there are a lot of people who never win a bodybuilding competition. There are a lot of people who turn pro and they never win. That shit don't come easy, but because we see everybody who wins all the time. But you're so right. To see somebody keep taking them licks and keep coming back and believing in themselves that they're gonna get one, that's how can you not respect that? Right. In my mind. Like, how can you not look at somebody like that and be like, oh, you're unreal, like mentally. Like you can take the bad side of this sport and keep pushing. Man.
He didn't say a word. He congratulated everyone that won. Like, he was just like, I mean, I've never met the guy. I've never had an interaction with him, but I've only heard good things. He seems like a real solid dude. Like, he just seems like he's having fun up there and he wants to keep competing. And he just kept showing up and showing up and showing up. And even when he got 4th in New York, bro, he still looked fucking good. He was still sharp.
He looked good. I think he just tried pushing it to a fuller effect in New York. He tried to play the size game in New York because of who was there.
Bro, okay, so let's say that was a miss. He did 6 shows to like more or less nail, you know, percentage points off, but more or less nail 5 out of 6 piece like that.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
That's
hard to do.
The thing is like he asked Mike. He was not really off in New York.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he was even. He maybe just like
he
tried something different and it didn't work as well. But you know,
I mean, and then you got to look at who shows up too. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said too, Luke, he went up against Andrew Jack. There are some people that purposely didn't do that show because Andrew Jack was doing it. Let's keep it honest. You know what I'm saying?
There were even people that had Sauce beating him too.
Because there's people that be in my DMs. Yo, what show you doing? I'll be like, don't worry about what show I'm doing. Don't worry about what. Because people want to know so that they be like, I ain't doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people don't want the smoke. Some people don't want it.
They don't.
I was going to say if there was like a breakout athlete of the year award, I would say that would definitely be Sass for sure. He's been having a hell of a year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So the last time he competed was 2018. So he took six years off, 7 years off.
Damn.
Yeah, I think he like retired. I think he was going to retire. Maybe he had a kid or something.
He
Like
had kids, yeah.
But
He wanted to be a family man.
That's why I tell people, man, longevity is in bodybuilding, bro. Like, you know, depending on your eating habits and your daily life, you know, you can take your time and grow, or you can grow fast as shit. It all depends on the individual person and what they can take and what they can handle. And if you stay fairly consistent at eating and training every year, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
To me, to hear that now and to know that he took that long off and came back, that's inspiring.
It is.
But
It's super impressive.
He looked fresh.
I feel like if I took 6 years off of bodybuilding, I wouldn't come back.
Facts. I'm done. I am
done.
fucking done. That's why I'm scared to take a year. I'm gonna keep it 100. I've never taken a full year off. Every year since 2015, I've at least done one show. This is the first year I've done more than two. You know
I took 8 years off before I started competing again.
That's crazy.
And Doug, like going back to like what you were saying a couple of minutes ago about people like wanting to know what show you're doing to avoid it. I don't understand it. Like, if I ever get the opportunity to be a pro, I would want to do shows that, like, say Nate were at or fucking Mike was at.
Yeah,
like,
because you want to see where you at.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if I get my ass whooped. It is what it is.
I want to be competitive, you know?
You want to step on stage and be up there with the fucking best. Like, Nate did his fucking show at finished second at Nationals, got his pro card, turned around, and then within fucking what was it, 8 weeks, Nate?
12 weeks, yeah. Boston Pro.
12 weeks, turned around and did the Boston Pro. And that was a fucking stack lineup. Samson, Bonac, Regan Grimes, all them, Kluko, like they were all there. And Nate was like, fuck it, let's do it. And Nate stood toe to toe with fucking Regan that show.
Yeah.
So it just shows, it proves my point even more. I don't think anyone on this show that I know of is afraid of competition.
I'm never ducking smoke.
They go after the competition no matter fucking what.
Yeah.
I think Nate, I
just want to touch base, but like when I did North Americans with Nick Walker won his pro card, and I knew it the whole time.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "What? You're still doing North Americans?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like, what do you mean? Like, I want to go."
Why would you back out because Nick's doing it?
Like, and I'm happy I did. Like, looking back, because I have pictures next to Nick Walker, like on the national stage where he turned pro. Like, that's badass, you know.
Yes,
sure.
Nate, wasn't it you that weren't we talking about this at the gym? Maybe I think it was you. Just like how winning a show when nobody shows up, it doesn't do shit. It doesn't do shit for you. Like for me at least. Like I don't feel. I think it was. I was telling Nate the other day at the gym. Like, when I won the Connecticut overall last year, like I wasn't in shape because I was 6 weeks out of USA's. Like I wasn't peaked for it. Nothing. And it felt good to win the overall without like really, trying or peaking or whatever. I really only beat one guy that was like pretty good. The rest, like it didn't really do anything for me because I was like, well, yeah, I won, but like who did I beat?
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
Whereas like I'd rather take third in a class of like 7 guys that are on their way to turn pro than first in a show of a bunch of chumps.
Right.
100%. Yeah, no.
Last year at the Long Island when I was, battling Giovanni for the overall, he looked nuts. But I have some awesome pictures next to him on stage. It was great.
Yeah.
100%.
Nate, are you missing it at all though? You taking the year off? Are you missing the stage at all? Or you've actually been able to kind of,
Oh, I'm missing it.
Okay.
I'm out sick of this off season, bro.
Nate, you are so big right now.
Yeah.
It feels good.
You know what the fucked up part about Nate is? Every time I grow in my off season, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see Nate this weekend. I'm like, I might be like close to as big as Nate is now, and I'm never fucking close. I like see him and I'm like, God damn, like, well, how does he take up so much fucking space all the time?
Well, finally, fucking Luke's training with somebody that's bigger than him.
You know what would be?
He's still way stronger. I'll give him that.
You know what would be cool is if Nate took a picture standing to somebody who was 300 pounds but was probably like 50% body fat.
Yeah.
And to show people the difference in the physiques, because one has more muscle, the other doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you're right. I tell people, pictures and videos do bodybuilders no justice in person. I don't give a fuck who it is. A professional bodybuilder in person looks way different than on a picture or a video.
Right.
Yep.
They almost look fake. Like
Right.
you look fake at that point. It's crazy.
Oh shit. Anybody else got any topics? Anything cool?
Now, I really wanted to talk about that dancing shit and the fucking bodybuilding. Like that shit.
Yeah,
We covered that. I really
Brendan.
can't. I really
Brendan,
can't
you
think of
missed
nothing else.
So, Mike, who else is doing Texas though besides you and Kareth?
Justin Shire.
Justin
Really?
Shire,
John Jewett.
Yeah. Morgan.
Do it.
Yeah, Morgan. Robin Strand.
Beef
Joe
stew.
Palacios.
Is
Who
this
else
Justin's
doing it?
first show, Nate? Is this his first show since turning pro?
No,
Justin
he just
Shire?
won the Chicago Pro
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then a couple years ago.
You know,
This is gonna be-
a ton of dudes are doing Tampa though.
Yeah,
A
Tampa.
ton of dudes.
I think that same crew is pretty much doing Tampa.
Dude, that fucking what's his fucking name? I think he's like Brazilian or Spanish. That young kid. That I think he might used to be a powerlifter. Oh, what's his fucking name? He's a freak. He's doing Tampa. Like Yo starts with a J, some shit like that. Johan.
He's Spanish, I think. Spanish.
Yeah. He's a freak. He's doing Tampa.
Did he pull out though? I think.
I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen it.
He's
like
doing open?
23, right?
Yeah, he's young as hell.
Yeah.
He does the
where's
open?
What?
He does open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a freak. You've seen him before.
Yeah.
Where's Hunter Labrada been? Is he not doing? Is not doing
taking a
anything?
year off.
Shoulder.
Hunter's getting shoulder surgery
Okay.
at some point, so he's not competing this year.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
I think Quinn's doing Tampa too. A bunch of
yeah.
Oh yeah, Quinn. Yeah. That'll be
Yeah,
good.
he looks good.
Yeah.
Jordan
There's gonna be
Hutchinson.
Oh yeah, Jordan Hutchinson. That's right.
There's going to be a lot of fucking good bodybuilders that don't
And
qualify for the
listen,
Olympics
that's
this
what
year.
makes. That's why I say, man, like, you know, when you turn pro, it's a phenomenal thing, but then you got another ladder to climb.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and for me, like people I've been fans of, it's been dope. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like some of these pros have been pros for a decade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's definitely an amazing experience. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty wild.
Something.
It's pretty wild to think like you win one show, you get this fucking card, this piece of paper, and all of a sudden you can step on stage with guys you've been looking up to for like
Yes.
10 years. That's crazy.
Become your rivals.
That's
Just like that.
That's probably the best part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Well, dude, some of my best memories, I got pictures of like next to William Bonac, Steve Kuklo, like, you know what I mean? That's pretty that's dope.
Yeah, you know that Joe Ballinger dude from the UK?
Yeah.
Turned pro and he jumped into Pittsburgh and he was saying the whole reason he wanted to do it was literally just to stand next to all these guys.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I got to meet him backstage. Shout out to Joe, man. He a cool dude. You know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, very cool, man. Followed me back. We be chit-chatting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I love about the sport, too. You know what I'm saying? Just the camaraderie amongst the real bodybuilders, the guys that love the sport, you know, and don't look at themselves as like they're above people and shit, you know, because I hate them motherfuckers.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I don't like people like that. I just feel like, you know, we're all humans. I show everybody respect, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like people that to me, those are fake people.
Yeah. Right.
Is James Hollinshead done for the year? Is he competing anymore?
he's having a kid. Isn't he having a kid? Yeah, he's having a baby.
I think you're right. Yeah.
That's why I think he competed earlier in the year to
Yep.
try and get a qualification, but it didn't happen in Detroit. So I think he was going to focus on him and the baby.
You know
Doug,
what's crazy?
what's the clock for you? A month, Doug? To Tokyo?
Yeah, a little over a month.
You getting excited or what, man?
Hell yeah. What? Tokyo, Masters, Olympia, like, it's the Masters, but it's the second time I get to do something big in the bodybuilding world. You know what I'm saying? Like, for somebody like myself that really, bodybuilding was just a hobby at first, just something to keep me in the gym. You know what I mean? Like, when I started working out, I didn't have the aspirations of being a bodybuilder. So to be able to achieve that and do anything cool bodybuilding related is a treat. Like this weekend, I was in Indiana at the Indy Pro. I was able to hand out awards. You know what I'm saying? Like, people recognizing you for your achievements and stuff like that, man. It's super dope. You know what I mean? Like, we get paid to look good.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know about you, Doug, but like if I didn't have bodybuilding, I wouldn't have traveled anywhere really. Until bodybuilding, I started going all over the place, traveling and seeing the world.
I never traveled as much. You know what I mean? You're so right. Like, I wanted an excuse to go to Japan. Like, that was something that I can say I manifested. You know what I mean? I never felt like I would have a reason to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a traveler. You know what I'm saying? So to be able, I wanted the Japan Bro to be my pro debut. I told my coach when I turn pro, I'm gonna be that bodybuilder that travels. We're gonna travel. You know what I mean? Like, if I find a show in another country, I want to go and do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because that's how I look at it. If you go do another show in another country, if you win, you get paid and you get to have a vacation in another country, get to experience another culture. Like, that's super cool to me.
Yeah.
You guys ever think it's like weird? This is my fucked up brain. It's like you see everybody on Instagram and they're just little squares. And you're like, damn, like they look crazy. And you watch them for years. Then you go to this show and they walk by you and you're like, yo, they're a real person though.
Yo, that's that square.
Bro,
Square.
I don't do that as much. I don't do that as much with bodybuilders, but I do that when I go to like NBA games.
Well, I think Sean posted something the other day that was sort of, or shared in the group chat about like online friends or whatever. Like I have a couple friends that I'm like, feel like I'm best friends with, like group chat with every day. Yeah. And I've only met them like once or twice in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's bizarre, bro.
You know what's crazy? Some of those people that I've met only a handful of times, they have been better to me than some of my friends, real life friends have been.
Yeah.
Sure. Like a lot of my coaches' clients, like I've become very close with a lot of them, and we literally talk like every day, every couple of days.
That is the one good thing about that's the one good thing about Instagram, bro. That's the one good thing is like you connect with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like Mike, you always say community. Like every week, bodybuilders community. Like I've only met Mike so far, but if you guys were in my backyard and needed a place to stay, I'd open my door in a heartbeat. And I've never met any of you guys in person.
Sean, I'm gonna drive 15 minutes to your house. We're gonna have a sleepover.
Yes, that's what's so dope.
Who's the big spoon and who's the small spoon? Well, you can be the big spoon.
I'll be the big spoon until I get too hot. Then I'm gonna roll over and be like, "Don't come near me."
Y'all are silly. No, man, but that's what makes bodybuilding cool, man. It brings so many people together. You know what I mean? And then it doesn't have an age. It doesn't have like a age limit. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do whatever you want with it, and how serious you are with it determines how far you get with it.
Yep,
for sure.
If it wasn't for bodybuilding, I would have never met my soon-to-be wife.
Yeah, facts. One thing I did want to say is it's been kind of a crazy last couple weeks. We all know that Fuad's in the hospital, so
that's wow.
Regardless of anything, he is brought bodybuilding together in ways that nobody else has. Like
and I'll be honest with you, I don't think any one of us would be sitting here on a podcast together if it weren't for the foundation that he set in motion.
Yeah,
for sure.
And did he wipe on his bike or what happened? I'm sorry, Mike. Did he wipe on his bike? I'm trying to figure what happened. I'm following him, but what happened?
I don't think anyone
Something-
knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just an accident on his bike. Nobody knows exactly what happened or how it happened.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But he seems to be making progress every day, though. He was walking through the hospital today. It seemed like slow and steady.
Yep.
Yeah, he ended up having neck surgery.
Yeah.
Oof.
And I also want to say prayers to Ronnie Coleman because I saw that he's in the hospital.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Nobody knows
prayers,
why.
definitely.
He's everybody's GOAT. So
Yeah.
bodybuilding wouldn't be bodybuilding without Ronnie.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
He's one of the most influential people in me wanting to do this. Him and Dorian Yates.
Yeah.
You know. But when I was getting into it in like the early 2000s, like 2002, 2003, like that's who I was looking at in the magazines, and I'm just like, yes.
Yeah.
You remember that movie John Q with Denzel Washington?
Yeah, with the kid.
His
The
son
kid in the
loved
collection.
Ronnie
Yeah.
Coleman.
I'm gonna go watch that movie now.
Yeah, that was a good movie. You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
solid movie.
Yeah, that was one of the movies too that exposed people to bodybuilding. You know what I'm saying? If you had never heard of Ronnie Coleman, but you're a Denzel Washington fan, you knew who the fuck he was.
Yep.
Shit's crazy.
Well, fellas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're at our time.
We're at our time. Can anybody go earlier on Sunday, this coming Sunday?
Yeah, what time?
Kennedy hasn't really said. He just said he wanted to do a morning one.
Noon. I think Kennedy's generally like noon if I know him.
Okay.
This morning, yeah.
Who is it?
Kennedy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what time you talking about in the morning? I can do
in the morning. Let's for now. We'll tentatively say I don't know, like 10:30ish. Would that work for people?
Yeah, I could do that because my kickball games don't start till like 2 p.m. So that's cool.
Okay. Yeah,
Mike,
whoever can make it.
Can I throw something out? I think we should do a live one day, and I think the listeners that are watching comment below if you want a live Q&A, a live session.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Oh, we should do that all the time.
You're gonna have to show me how to do that, Sean.
Missy hit me back, so I'm gonna set that up.
That's what's up. Yes. No,
All
that'd
right.
be great. Yeah, Sean, you let me know how to do a live because I don't know how to link that.
Yeah, that would be dope.
All right.
Sure.
You
All right, gentlemen.
Good seeing you,
All right,
buddy.
fellas, y'all enjoy y'all night.
You well,
Yes.
man.
You have a safe week.
Great talking to you guys again.
Later.
See you guys.
Bye.